a lot of the Gen Z, you notice like it does feel like they missed out on these prime years
of socialization.
Yeah. Like even the volume that they speak at, it's like this precocious child. It's like, hi, I'm Jennifer. It's like,
right.
It's like, okay, no one told you suck. Like you should be at a 7. Like.
Hello and welcome back to the U Up podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. We are in studio. It's been a bit. How are you?
I know. It's been like a few weeks. I was thinking yesterday, like, do I remember how to podcast?
I mean, you better. we got a job
Here
to
we
do.
are.
Yeah, we got to fix dating.
Yes.
How are you? Updates, anything? I mean, we're about to send you off. This feels like
it's on my last. I mean, I have
like
a few more weeks. I got like 3 more weeks. Don't worry, guys.
3 more weeks.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't get concerned. But you're going on maternity leave. This is like when your teacher in grade school
starts bringing out the TV.
Yeah, we're like, we're gonna have there's gonna be a new teacher here, only for a little bit. Jordana's
little
back.
Intro. It's okay. I still love you guys.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
I'm getting like teary-eyed. This is a farewell. Do we have to do an in memoriam? I don't know.
Again, I've got a few more episodes in me.
Yes,
so.
good.
6 more. Only 6 more episodes.
6. Move the clock. Right.
Don't kick. I feel like you're like waving me out. I'm
bring
like,
in the new co-host.
I'm still here.
She's still here.
I'm still relevant.
We can party later.
The rest of the week, at least. Yeah, it's been the pregnancy is definitely catching up to me. My back hurts now. I'm like one of those people. Yeah.
My back. So this is like the sitcom. Like, are you getting cravings?
No cravings. Just like my back hurts. It's
just
very
back.
Unpleasant.
And back hurting is like that.
Yeah.
Kind of ruins the whole thing.
Right. I mean, it's been worse for Mike, who's just been having to like get me
carry
shit.
You. What is
like?
It?
He just has to like get me shit. Like if I'm sitting down, I just have to be like, "Can you get me this and this and this?"
That seems like.
Can you do this thing that I usually do? Or just like do all the things for me. But it was very funny because
poor Mike. I don't know how he's getting through this.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay.
That's all I think about at night. Is
speaking of Mike, speaking of Mike and this pregnancy, we were like talking about New Year's resolutions over the break. At first, he's like, "This is like kind of stupid. I say the same thing every year, blah blah blah." And then we're driving to Aileen's house for New Year's, where we did New Year's.
Hold on. So the Betches got together for New Year's Eve.
Yes.
It was a Wednesday night New Year's Eve, and it's you,
Great
Sammy,
middle. I love
Aileen.
middle of the week New Year's because it's the whole week is out.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We should just make it Wednesday every single year.
Yes.
I loved Wednesday New Year's Eve. And my shows were even like appropriate. Like no one was like out of control or like, no bandage dresses in the crowd.
Okay.
Like
Good.
It wasn't like a big nut. It was just like, we're chilling, we're hanging.
People read the room.
The room. So, and I loved every show in San Diego. If you came to the shows, they were just so fantastic. I just want to shout out Mic Drop Comedy Club. That club, like some clubs are better than others. That one's a great club. Please go support that club. Rob, who's the manager, was like, took care of me, just was like, you're coming in from out of town. I'm a visitor. They make you feel comfy, cozy. Mic Drop Comedy Club. Go. Just enjoy that club because they do a great job. So you're doing New Year's Eve. It's a caviar New Year's Eve. The Betches really,
Aileen,
since they sold out.
Aileen's got a guy.
Got a caviar guy.
Yeah.
So you're on the way there, and there's a plan to reveal resolutions at the party?
We've just been talking about them because we've been together for 2 weeks and we have nothing else to talk about.
So now this is...
we've been together.
Hey, I think I'm going to stay single.
No. It was great.
Yeah.
I loved it. But we're like, so he's like, I thought of a resolution.
Mike's got one.
Yeah, he's like, I've got one. And I go, great. Like, what is it? He goes, I'm going to run the New York City Marathon this year. And I go, nope. Pick again.
Midlife crisis, Mike?
Yes. I go, pick again. This is not the year for that. Back to the drawing board. He was like, said it so confident. He's like, he likes to run.
He's a runner.
He's a runner. He's got a runner's body. He likes to run. He's like that's his like exercise of choice. And
it does seem like odd timing.
Right. I'm like, what are you?
Hey, I'm going to do this thing that takes hours a day.
Yeah, I was
alone.
getting like mad.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, we're about to have 2 kids. Your resolution is to spend hours every day alone
with twiblings.
Yeah, without.
This is.
I really was just like, no, like that's not your resolution for the year.
Sorry, we're out of New York City marathons. Pick again.
Yes,
this
choose
is like
again.
the menu. We've 86.
He was like
New
so
York City
pumped to tell me.
marathon.
I was like, what are you talking about?
What did he think your reaction would be? Did he actually think this was like? I have done that. I have been dating people and like thought I had the best idea in the world, and it is like, are you out of your fucking mind? So what was his reaction to your reaction?
I think he thought I would be excited he had one because sometimes he gets annoyed because I try to like gamify everything and then he's like, you're giving me homework. Well, I'm like, if we die, where do you want to be buried? He's like, I don't want to do this right now.
Right.
What's your New Year's resolution? So like, what's your New Year's resolution? It feels like I'm like testing him a little bit, but he was like excited he had an answer and then I just completely shot it down.
What was your New Year's resolution?
I talked about it on the show. It was about making sure our relationship stays strong amongst having all the responsibility.
I guess we both weren't listening. So but yours is kind of vague. His was like actual,
fine. It has like an actual time bound.
New York City Marathon. That announcement. I don't know how anyone...
I mean, you have to get selected, too. It's not like you could just, like, go.
I don't know how it works, but anytime someone says it, I'm like, did they think we were all going to just, like, start applauding? Like, I have never heard a New York City Marathon running announcement and been, like, happy for the person.
Right.
I'm like, I'm going to have to hear about that. Maybe I'll mute. Right. And I'm, like, I get to the part in the caption where it's like, and I'm raising money for mute. Like, I don't even get to the... the place they're raising money for before I
fuck off. We're not
out
doing
of here.
it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, fine. You have I'm into having a hobby.
There isn't
not this year.
Yeah, no hobbies this year. So you should have said, "What's your resolution? No hobbies this year."
Oh, that's if you're listening, Mike, which I'm sure you are.
Come
no
back.
hobbies this year.
Yeah, well, I guess the father-related resolutions wouldn't make sense because he's never done it before. Like my resolution is to be a better dad. No, to spend more time reading to the kids. No, he's
right.
Any amount of readings more than he did last year.
That's true.
My resolution is to listen, to you and when you tell me what to do.
That would be the best I always thought.
What resolution do you want him to have?
I always thought it would be fun to have your partner in a relationship pick the resolution for you.
Oh my. I don't know if that's called a resolution at that point. I think that's called just like shaming your partner.
Right. No, I mean, it's
my resolution for you is to lose a few pounds.
We pick each other. Yeah, we pick each other's resolutions.
Horrific.
Yeah.
That's like when that was that whole thing with the woman for Christmas who received a Peloton bike from her husband.
Right.
And it became this big thing that this.
I never saw the issue.
Right. You were pro. You were pro Peloton.
Peloton wife. Was that what they called her? Peloton mom?
It became a thing.
Peloton wife?
Peloton wife.
Yeah.
It was like such a thing. That's so funny. So you go to the party. Are you angry?
No.
Did we start off on the wrong?
I wasn't really.
You thought it was funny?
I thought
that he
it was
would even entertain the idea of getting healthy?
I just made fun of him the entire. I was just like. I basically just broke it down exactly like this. I'm like, your resolution is to spend a ton of time doing a personal activity that doesn't benefit this family at all as soon as we're about to have this massive amount of responsibility.
And when
he's like, well, when you put it that way.
Right, because when I tell people about you and what's going on, they're like, whoa, a lot of work to do. Oh my God, they better get ready. It's going to be hours and they're never going to sleep again. Like, no, there's the reaction of happiness, but then the reaction of like, whoo, they better get ready for all that. And Mike's like, well, I'll see ya. Gonna go get my miles
go train to run 26 miles.
I'm gonna do that. I love that he was so confident.
And I was like, no.
Gonna be a no from me, dog.
Yes.
I'm out.
Immediate no. Immediate no.
That's great.
How was your New Year's?
My New Year's was great. I told you the club was great.
Yeah. What did you make out with your phone at 12?
I made out with my phone.
Yeah.
I was actually at midnight. So it was like kind of perfect. I had a 7 and a 9:30 show. The 9:30 show got done at like 11:30. Like I got through pictures. I do pictures after every show. If you want to take a picture, I would love to take a picture with you. If you don't have to like come up to me and be like, I don't want to pick. Like I don't need. Like,
yeah, it's an opt-in thing.
It's an opt-in thing.
You don't have to opt out.
Right. You can leave. I actually go back. I say to everyone, I go, I'm gonna go back and hide. You guys can line up. And like, listen, I don't think anyone should want a picture with me.
Do you ever
like,
say you guys can line up and then there's no line?
It's happened. It's happened. No, well,
I'm sure. I mean, like, this is the nature of a.
I never told you the story about
business.
when I sold the VIP meet and greet. So the last tour, I did a VIP meet and greet because I was so annoyed at how hard for whatever reason, it was difficult to take pictures at theaters. So
they put you in the alley.
In the alley in Atlanta. If you were at my Atlanta show, I'm coming to Atlanta. We'll do it better this time. But at my Atlanta show, they put us in like a parking lot, and then like another Christian rapper got done with his show, and then his whole audience came out and started yelling at my line about Jesus.
Oh, okay.
And no shame on Jesus, but these people were
different kind
Jesus.
of show. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but also in a parking lot, and also the sounds would reverberate. So they're going, hey, get with JC, Jesus, and it's like screaming.
They're all riled up. Yeah.
They were all pumped up from the fucking rap show.
Yeah.
So I was like, never again. And we were like, come on, hurry. They're going to keep yelling at us. We were taking pictures as if it was like the last ship out of Saigon. Like, it was crazy.
So you and the picture people went, like, all moved together somewhere else?
No, we took them there while they screamed at us. And it was like, I'll never do this again. I was like, I need to find another way. So then I was like, how about we get an extra ticket where we'll do like a whole like thing. I'll give it like I gave a key
like a VIP experience. Right.
And so I would do the pictures before the show. So the first one we did, it was in, I think, Minneapolis, and one person bought the VIP thing. And she was very nice. I thank you. She's probably, I hope she's listening. Maybe she's not anymore.
That's actually, the great experience for her. You're the only one?
I could tell right away she didn't want this level of attention.
Well, like maybe she was also like, I got ripped off. I'm the only one.
Right, like no one does. She thought, like, I think people when they hear the VIP, like if I'm selling it, I would assume at least 50 people. No, she's the only one. And I'm like, they're like, where do you want to do this? I was like, well, do it in the green room. I'll give her like a drink. Like,
we'll include a cocktail here.
Right.
Yeah.
And she walked in, she's like, hey. And like, you could see right away, she's looking around like, where is everybody? And I was like, hey, what can I do? And I was so worried about her like feeling like this was a good experience. I was like, have a drink, take a seat. What's going on with you? Where are you from? What are you doing? And like, I'm asking.
She was like, your VIP experience. Right. Yeah.
So, and then every week, like I would do these VIPs and it was just so brutal because like, not brutal because it was just like 10 people at most. And like, you could tell like everyone was like, why'd I do this? And like, it wasn't about the money. It was really like, it's about the money if like 1,000 people did it.
Right.
But at a certain point you go, it's not about the money. It was about making a better
experience for people who want to do that.
And for me. So we stopped doing that. I was like, listen, whatever it costs, I'll set up the pictures because you have to pay for like union people to stay
longer. Yeah.
So, and you have to get the room and make sure. So I'm paying to keep the theaters going so we can do the pictures. So if you want to do pictures, like, make it snappy because you got to pay per hour.
Yeah, it's on your dime.
Right. Yeah. But also, kidding.
You'll see when you do your book tour, which I'm sure you'll do, is some places are like, you get a ton of people. They're like excited. You're like signing the books, all that stuff. And then occasionally you'll go to like a Barnes & Noble in New Jersey and you will be the only person there. And then one person who's like in the store who's like kind of wants to see what's going on. Comes by and you're like, curiosity. Oh, right. Or like, oh, are you like, what do you think? They're like,
what's
you write a book? What's
Yeah,
and they're just sitting there and they're like, and then they're like raising, because they're just like, oh, I stumbled upon an activity at the
cost.
Like, then they're like, what is your book about?
They're at the book tours.
Yes, and especially for me, aliens, the three of us, we get like hair and makeup done. We get we get Simon and Schuster's. They're like pay for a car to like take us to like probably 2 hours to this bookstore, and there's like one person who has no idea what the book is. That wasn't every event, but you get an occasional event like that.
Well, any creative endeavor, the cost is generally money and embarrassment.
Yes.
There's just like you're putting yourself out there. So yeah, no, I'm expecting that for the book tour as well. So now I do these pictures, and so I got done. So I did at the clubs. It's easier because they're all set up with like staff and like I don't have to pay. It's like, but like we got done with the pictures at like 11:30 for the second show. So I was like, great. And I call an Uber and I'm like trying to get back to the hotel for like the ball drop so I can at least watch it on TV or be at like a bar or something. And I'm in the Uber at 11:59. And I'm like, hey, man, guess it's me and you.
So you were like, Happy New Year?
I go, Happy New Year. And then me and Carlos, the Uber driver, made out at midnight.
Okay.
And it was beautiful. And we held each other for a little bit,
Yeah.
cried. And yeah, that was my New Year's. I was like, what? I was like, this is the most comedian New Year's ever. Just in an Uber, coming back from the show with a Diet Coke in my hand. And that was it. That was Happy New Year. That's the way I rang in 2026. Which, listen, I'm excited for this year. It's going to be, I'm expecting
a lot
big
going
year,
on.
a lot going on. We got a book, a special. It's all happening.
Where would you like to be next year on The Clock Strikes 12?
With my, with my wife and family and 3 kids. And
about to run the New York City Marathon.
Can only hope. Yeah. No, I don't know. I hope I stopped last year. I said I wasn't going to work on New Year's ever again, and then this year I got roped back in.
You didn't like not working on New Year's though last year. I feel like
you were
in Miami, right?
Yeah, I was in Miami. I sat at the bar alone, and I did that. It was a lot of alone last year, and then the year before I was in Miami.
Do you ever want to go to like a friend's like party apartment?
The parties, the friend party thing. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, I would want to do that. I guess I don't know. I just was like. Some of those parties, I don't know. You
don't like those parties? No offense if you're listening and you're one of Jared's friends who's invited him to a New Year's party.
I'll talk about it next time. Friday episode, I have a story that I'll tell because we're getting deep into this show about I'm getting invited to a lot of these social events as like again, Delray Beach, like it's like a more like suburban thing going on.
Do you have a clique?
No, I'm avoiding. There's cliques that have invited me.
Yeah, trying to invite you to be.
Trying to get me involved.
I could see that. I would invite you to be my clique.
Right, come hang. Like this new guy who's got like a weird story.
But you're the coolest guy to have in the clique because you don't really like need the clique. That's usually the leader of the clique is the one who's like, I could like leave at any time because I don't need any of you.
Right. Well, nothing makes me like cringe more than, hey, if you need any friends, any offer of friendship to a single man, like we are offended. Okay. Just know. If you offer friendship to a single man, straight,
from a woman or from anyone?
I don't want to hear about friendship from anyone. Like, that's why this whole, like, the male loneliness thing has gone off the rails in such a way that I can't believe. Like, we have gone into different episodes of this show that is, like, crazy. People, what people are discussing on that subject is stupid.
I don't know if they're talking about people like you, though.
Well, I think there's more people like me than get talked about. Like, I think like my group is bigger and quieter and not as big
like
of losers
the
than the incels. Yeah, I think we're talking about like a very small group.
Well, it's funny you think
fucking
of like,
losers.
You think single older man.
Yeah,
and then you get like I think that the immediate one that comes to mind is like the incel.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
people
that's
who are,
the extreme is what you think of. It's not Dave. The Dave Matthews Band is a good band with nice fans. Their worst fans is who represents the Dave Matthews Band. So, like with like anything, it's your worst fan.
Yes.
So, but I have a whole
story. We digress.
Story.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Okay, let's get into the show.
Let's do it.
So much to talk about. We have so many great emails. Thank you guys for being listeners, viewers on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Keep commenting, subscribing, telling friends. This show, more than 8 years old. That's saying a lot for a podcast. I just saw. The 2 kids from The Sopranos ended their podcast.
Oh, they ended it? I thought it was doing pretty well.
Over. Closed up shop.
Why?
Podcasts are going to start ending. I'm just telling you. Like, there's not enough room for all these podcasts. Like,
is that why you're like shooing me out the door?
No. We're testing out new dynamics. No, I'm just saying, like, these podcast people are finding their shows and they are committing to them. And we have a great show here.
Yeah. People think it's easier than it is.
Yeah, you got a show once a month. You got a fun dating story? Cool. What do you got next week?
Exactly.
We got a lot to go over here.
We have 8 years from now.
That's right. We'll keep coming back whether you like it or not. So keep telling your friends. Keep growing the show. I'm doing shows. I'm on the road. I have a big segment coming up, and I need people to go to these shows.
Where?
Tampa.
Okay.
Atlanta.
Okay.
Charleston. Beach Mountain, North Carolina. I don't know why I said yes to this. It's like nowhere near anything on earth.
Beach Mountain.
It's a
beach?
ski mountain. No.
Oh.
It's a mountain.
It's not on the beach.
It's not. It's listen, just come if you're in the area. If you know that name, then you're close enough.
Okay.
And then I am going to Houston, Dallas. So
Heard of those cities, yeah.
Boston, I added
all my siblings are going to go.
All
to
your siblings
Dallas,
are going, and they paid, which is crazy.
I know. That's how you know it's a good show.
That's
again.
right. Boston, we added a second show. Come. New York. Now, New York City.
When is it's like Valentine's Day week?
It is the
right?
night before Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day Eve. If you want a win for your Valentine's Day, get tickets to my show.
Or your Galentine's Day.
Galentine's Day. Yeah. It's called The Table for One Tour. It's about being single.
I can't think of a better girls' night than going to see this show and like that Valentine's Day week.
I appreciate that. You're right. The first show sold out, so I'm adding a second show.
Okay.
So second show added. This is, you're taking a chance.
Both in one night.
One night only.
Where?
Town Hall.
Town Hall.
So the first one took longer than I'd like for it to sell out. Like I'm doing this it's like one of those things. It's like, do you want to add a second show and beg? I don't want to have to beg. It's a good show. Just
I see. No, I know what you're saying. Right. You'd rather be like the biggest house on the small street for the show.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So listen, I'm adding that show. Toronto is the next night. I would like to add a show there. I don't know if I have the ability. So I'm debating that. If it's added,
we got a lot of Toronto fans for this show. So
I love Toronto so much. Listen, I'm Mr. Toronto, and I'm begging people to come to my show. It's crazy. So get your tickets, Toronto, New York, and that's it. That's what I got. Oh, and the book. You mentioned the book.
I pre-ordered the book.
Thank you. The pre-order of the book, I think it's doing well. It's already doing well.
That's great.
It's like crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what are we talking about today?
All right, let's get into it. I will read our first email. Hi, J&J. Thanks for all you... It's funny because, just as a little side note, because of all the episodes we recorded while I had a horrible cold, now I'm getting people yelling at me for having a horrible cold. But it's like I've already finished.
What do you mean
cold.
Yelling at you?
They're like nasally nasally like God.
Where are you reading these?
I'm like Spotify comments.
Oh, I never read. I'm only reading positivity. We're in two different worlds.
Yeah.
I go to the YouTube comments. Everyone's so great on YouTube.
I think they know you look at those.
Yeah,
so
I don't look at anything else.
Okay.
You want to get a message to me, you better be on YouTube.
Better get on there. Anyway.
You want to go on a date with me? Write it there.
Write it on YouTube.
YouTube, I'll see it.
Yeah, you'll get your...
That's like putting a message in a bottle.
J&J, thanks for all you do. Been listening loyally since 2020 and don't miss an episode. Subscriber, all the things. Can't wait to see Jared in Philly soon too.
Yeah, Philly, I'm going this Friday.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
Big Philly, V's
You already
coming.
have been there by the time.
So I've already been.
Yeah. It's too late for you.
Gone.
It's too late for you. I recently am back on the apps after a breakup of a relationship I was in for 5 years. I'm a 37-year-old woman who just moved back to Philly after most of my adult life away from there. I just matched with a guy whose profile talked about golf, so I messaged something like, never have played golf, but I'm a quick learner. Have you taught anyone before? That's a nice...
It's a great response to a question. It's like this guy's trying to ward off pussy. Like he's putting golf in his profile. Like this guy needs this podcast more than anyone. But she's playing
yes
ball.
And no.
Well, it's like a hobby. I guess it's nice.
It's a hobby. It shows you got some money to pay for golf.
Okay.
It's an expensive. That's a expensive hobby.
And I guess if we're going to the rules we kind of said with the last episode about what to put in your if you want to go see what to put in your prompts, it does shoo people away. She's playing with it.
Yeah.
So that's an act of
I wouldn't
interest.
be turned off by golf.
All right.
Post. And he responded, yes, can I text you? Which gave me a weird vibe. So I said, and this is my preference. I like to keep convos on the app until we decide to meet up. Instant unmatch. What is that guy's deal? What is the incentive for men to want to text immediately? I got a gut feeling it was weird, so I didn't give my number, but just curious about a man's perspective here too. Thanks for all you do, keeping my digits to myself.
Well, I'll say this. I hate when people want to jump off the app immediately.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Immediately. He didn't even respond to her response.
No. Hey, here's my number. Let's get this going. I don't like it. If anyone did that to me in any scenario, I wouldn't feel comfortable.
Right. There's nothing flirty in that. Yes. Can I text you?
Right. And it's this, what's the incentive, she asks? It's either he's cheating and he wants to be on the app and off the app immediately. He caught a fish and he's going to run home to cook it.
Yeah.
That's one option in a series of options. That's not all it is. The other option is, if you're there to hook up, you can't be blamed for a hookup if it happens quickly.
Because you didn't promise anything.
Right. No promises made, no promises broken. So when you go, hey, here's my number, if you get quick yeses, you're kind of looking for quick.
Right.
You're
almost saying you're doing it so that the person doesn't even have time to think about that's all that's happening.
Right. But I guess it's less manipulative than that. Okay. Oh, she won't have time to think. I'll she'll be all rattled and she'll have to suck my dick to keep her balance. That's not really where it was going, but it is more if I were to move quick like that on an app, it would be hey, tonight, drinks, let's go. I'm looking for quick, casual fun.
Right.
I want no depth, because the more depth it gets, and this happens, listen, there is a case to be made for move quick on the apps. There's such a thing as too quick, though.
It feels a little cheap.
Right.
Not monetarily wise, but just the date feels not, no anticipation, just a little quick hit.
Yeah, and it
no thought.
Right, and it's almost like you're just trying to get through these because you're it's such a numbers game.
Right.
That I just got to get as many numbers as possible and just move as quick through this phase. But
right.
I've had this happen on my side too, where women are let's jump off the app. I don't even need to text. Let's go on a date. And it's no, I value my time.
Right. I want you to value your time too.
Right. I want us all to want to go on this date.
Right.
I want to be excited for a date. What these people do, the people that are that will defend, I don't like to talk over the app, those people are really extremists and they ruin the dating conversation.
Right. It's not I can understand saying that after, you're saying the people who say I want to stay on the app.
The people who say that I want no chit chat on the app.
Right.
Because I don't want a pen pal. There's such a thing as saying that too soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can see saying that after you've been talking for a week. We've kind of no one has asked anyone to actually take this offline. I could see at that point being hey, let's get together.
Right.
Or stop speaking.
You and I have texted for an hour about a subject.
Yes.
We have. And we go back and forth for an hour. And at the end of that hour, we just kind of fizzle off, or, hey, I got to go. There's a version of, in friends who know each other, fizzle off more, and people who are just getting to know each other, they do a, hey, I got to go.
Right.
That's how texting works. Just take away the dating aspect. That is how it should work on the dating app. You have an hour to be going back and forth with someone. Hey, this is actually really great. I'm enjoying our conversation. I'd like to have the in-person version.
Right.
This is an opt-in thing.
Unless you have unless you're looking for a cheap, quick hookup.
Yeah, I think a cheap, quick hookup can happen from that too. I just don't, if you're not even willing.
The immediate unmatch is kind of weird, I'm unwilling to have this be anything other than what I want in the immediacy.
Yeah, I just
Which is actually good for her. Right. Because
he did her a favor.
Yeah.
Immediate unmatch is what I've learned is I hate the match unmatch conversation too, because it always gets taken over by the people that are well, I like to keep my app clean and I like to keep it organized. And you're I guess I can't, those are zero inbox people. Zero inbox people do exist.
Right.
On a dating app. So those are the same people who are I want zero, I want to be
inbox,
my dating life organized.
Zero inbox is about you though. This is you're making that someone else's problem.
Not really.
I could be zero inbox and that how does that affect anyone else?
It doesn't. But I'm saying if you're zero inbox on an app, you're not really thinking of other people. What do you owe the person that you match with that you don't want to go out with anymore?
Right.
You don't owe them anything. You go, okay, because a lot of dating apps exist for organization. And that's probably the issue she's having right now. She's for a lot of people, and this is the issue with dating apps is you're chasing after, you're throwing good money after bad. Mm-hmm. You're throwing good energy after bad. Right now she's giving energy to this guy that unmatched her, which I appreciate her writing in, and I think the question's worth answering. But right now her energy of well, why would he unmatch right away is wasted. Like, it's not your problem. He unmatched because of either organization or cheating or scammy. You know, you don't all of those answers. None of them are about whether. And she's going, well, he was attracted to me. Do you know what I mean? Like when you match with someone,
that's the bare minimum.
But knowing that about someone fucks with your head
because you're like, oh, there's a possibility,
right?
Yeah,
it's so hard for me to meet someone, and now I found this person that's attracted to me. They have said by matching me with me on the app, I'm attracted.
Yeah,
and I am so rarely attracted to people attracted to me. That's what everyone says back to us.
Right.
It's so rare. I never like anyone who likes me. And now I've found one. And she's taking that little bit of information, blowing it up into how could you unmatch? I was already that far ahead. And it's like, it's not that much. Like
I very beginning. Yeah.
Right. And I match, and a man's matching finger.
I agree.
I am a slut on a dating app.
I think even saying like the fact that he said, yes, can I text you immediately? Mm-hmm. That I think is she was right. She sensed it was a red flag right away. Have you ever sold anything on Facebook Marketplace? I would assume no. I would assume, I'm just going to assume no. I have sold some things on Facebook Marketplace, and the people who were like, as soon as you put it up, you get, I'm interested, when can I pick it up? Those people are trying to steal all your money.
Right.
Like, it is a red flag. Anyone who's like, we need to like get this done immediately, has no questions for you about the item or your personality.
Well, the problem is on Facebook Marketplace, no one says to you, well, I found my boudoir with the first person that messaged. You know, like that's what happens on a dating app. Someone goes, well, my husband was like, let's get off the app.
And we met that same night.
So what's wrong with my husband? You think it's weird that he did this with me? We're in love and have 3 kids. And you have to like go, I don't think you're weird. You're fine. You know, like you have to acknowledge that all options have worked, you know? And because she even says, she says, I gave me a weird vibe. So I said, and this is my preference. Like, you don't have to announce to us what your preference is your preference.
That's a normal preference.
Totally normal, you know? And I'm kind of I think if it's weird, it's fucking weird.
Yeah. This is a good case for like saying you don't like something because it's funny because people see this kind of thing as like a failure, like, oh, I lost the guy because I stated what I want. It's like, no, you got rid of someone who was not what you wanted much quicker.
Yeah.
Than if you didn't say this, than if you just gave him your number.
Totally. Yeah. And I get it. It's hard when you know someone. Like when I see someone match with me, what I think is this person wants to fuck me. And
this person wants to buy my boudoir.
Right. This person really likes all of my old hangers.
Yes.
And I think if you think of it from a woman's angle, and please tell me if I'm wrong, it's not I want to fuck you when you match with me.
It's like he has potential.
Right.
We could date.
Right. And I think if both sides came to terms with what the other side is thinking, it would kind of make the dating apps a lot easier.
But like, how would one react with that knowledge of this guy just wants to have sex with me?
This guy wanted to have sex. If you just like boil it down to he just wanted to have sex, he unmatched the minute it got harder.
Right.
Right. The minute sex became more difficult, he said, goodbye.
Right.
Woo,
his tolerance for putting any effort into this thing was almost nothing.
Right. And if I thought about why is a woman being weird with me?
Right. After you've been on 6 dates.
He doesn't have potential.
Yes.
He's lost for what I'm looking for. So something worth thinking about. Let's do a petty or prudent.
Let's do it.
We love a petty or prudent. Jared and Jordana. Feather, huge fan of the show. I've been listening since the beginning. Have actually used a lot of your advice to successfully snag myself a boyfriend. So thank you for that. You're welcome.
We'll see.
Yeah. I wanted to write in with a petty or prudent situation that still cracks me up. So a while back, I was deeply in love with my situationship. Like 3 years of on and off texting, false hope, and 0 actual dates. Finally, one day he asked me out. I drove to him, picked him up, because of course I did. Yeah, this shows you that if you're in control of the situationship, that other person. So I drove over, I picked him up, I got gas for his car and my car. Like,
I mean, a situationship is basically kind of like one person under like a magical love spell, and the
Right.
other person could take it or leave it.
right. It's a druggie and a drug dealer.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like, of course she did all that. I would do that too.
Right. And we had what I thought was a great night. I dropped him off, fully expecting to hear from him again, and shocker, never did. A few days later, I realized he'd left his car keys in my car. I texted him multiple times offering to leave it in my mailbox if he wanted to grab it. He never came. Weeks went by. So naturally, I tossed it into Lake Ontario. Call it heartbreak recycling.
I'm just imagining the drama of like what she did that.
It's crazy.
It's over.
Right. It is such a rom-com scene that you'd be like, I guess I'll buy it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I could see a situation where
fuck you, Dave! Ah! Throw it off. It's so dramatic.
yeah, I love it.
Fast forward to last week. Last week? How many years ago was this? Last week.
She doesn't say how long ago it was, does she?
A
A while back. She says a while back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fast forward to last week, this man DMs me, quote unquote, laughing, asking if I still have his key. So my question is, do I tell him it's long gone to the bottom of the lake? Is that too petty or perfectly prudent? And while we're at it, is it ever too petty to throw away an ex's stuff? Love you guys. Thanks for keeping me sane through all my bad decisions. Signing off. Key to nowhere. What do you think?
This was prudent, I think.
Prudent to tell them that you threw the key in the ocean? Or
Prudent
the
to throw
lake?
it. Prudent to get rid of it if the person isn't answering you.
Right. Well, I guess
think.
that's the second question. Because is it ever too petty to throw an ex's stuff away?
I've thrown many exes stuff away.
I think it's the most prudent thing you can do.
Constantly, yeah.
Like, I think you give a deadline.
Yes. Well, we've said this. This
Right.
is in our You Up rules of etiquette.
Right.
I think you have, what did we say? Okay, for
A month?
a relationship, real relationship, you have a month. For for like someone that you don't speak to that often and is a situationship like this, I think you got a week.
Right. And you said it.
Yeah.
They're in the mailbox. As long as you tell people where they can get their stuff, hey, the stuff is in the mailbox this Saturday.
Right.
After Saturday, that's just an assumed toss.
And then he didn't even answer her.
Right. And he writes back in a DM, which I'm sure was a response to her story, being like, ha, 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 where's my key?
Right. I
He
don't
doesn't
think
care.
wants
He's just
the key.
trying to mess with you again.
Yeah, that's the most. It's not even like he texts. He has your number.
Right.
He doesn't really want the key.
The prudent thing for her to do would be to unfollow on social media.
Yes,
like
block.
right now,
Don't even answer.
Right now, he has access to you. He's laughing because he doesn't think that there's a lot of consequence for getting in touch with you. Mm-hmm. Like he's going ha ha ha. Like this is
Whenever he wants.
right, and he knows you're with someone else, but he also knows he has a hold on you in a certain way. So, and you following is you basically saying he's correct.
Right.
Like in this, I think you might hook up again.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
like the idea that you guys are done and this is over and you're happy in your new relationship, you're still writing to us about him. You're
Yeah.
still cracking up at this story. It's not that funny. Guy wasn't what
I am
you wanted to
surprised
be.
he didn't want the key. How did he get home?
This is how much he didn't want to be in a relationship with her. He was like, I'll
so
just get rid of
rude.
my extra car key.
That's right. To me, that's like so crazy. Like you just had sex with someone. You won't even answer them when they're trying to do you a favor to get you back something that's yours.
It's fucked.
This guy stinks. He doesn't
right.
respect you at all.
No, and now he's laughing. You still got that key? As if you think he didn't drive his car for the last month?
Right.
Wherever long it was?
He has a second key.
He's got a second key. He doesn't
Right.
need it. This is a reason to like reach out, to like get the ball rolling again, see what you're doing, see if you're seeing anybody. And then LOL, we fucked.
Don't fall for it.
Yeah.
And then you're not going to hear from him again.
Right. Same cycle.
Yes.
Unfollow. But is it petty to throw it into the lake?
No. Get rid of it whatever way you want.
Right.
Burn
You
it.
gave him the chance. It doesn't
Give
matter
it to
what
a
you
witch
do afterwards.
on Etsy. Have her put a spell on it.
Right. All of the above.
Yeah. I've thrown out sweatshirts, anything you leave behind, especially if you ended it with me. Or if you're not answering, if
Right.
you're not texting me in a normal
Hey,
way. Yeah.
the key is in the mailbox. No answer.
That was more than
That's
than
more
I
than-
might have done.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, if they asked me for it, I would have said yes. Depending, I don't know. How long is the situation going? You were inside me. You couldn't even text me.
Yeah, it's pretty low bar.
I think so.
Let's do another.
Let's do it. Okay. Hey, J&J, I am so obsessed with Jared. It's not even funny. Thank you very much.
I mean, my God. She meant Jordana.
Aren't we all?
J&J.
Yeah. Are you so obsessed that you would go and pick him up and then try to get him his key back? And then
swim to the bottom of the lake.
I've seen you both one time in DC and Jared 3 times. All right, I get it. You're his biggest fan.
Well, keep going. Keep going.
I can't wait for more. She should keep going. I'm a 34-year-old female and recently back on the dating scene from ending a 5-year situationship. I know, LOL, terrible. Listen up, emailer from the last email.
Right.
I'm talking to someone new and I'm really interested in taking it to the next level. I want to ask him for a clean record, STI check before moving forward, but I don't know why I'm so scared to ask. I'm a part of one of those Are We Dating the Same Guy groups, and I hear horror stories of STIs and people not being honest about what they have. It's really freaked me out for future potential hookups. But should I be? Help. What's a good /mature /maybe fun way to ask someone for their STI tests? A healthy batch.
So, Jordana, how would you tell someone you've been infected with this baby if you were...
I have a sexually transmitted. Transmitted. Is this an infection? I guess.
Incubus. Incubus.
I think at this point they could probably
incubating.
At this point they could probably tell. But for those who aren't wearing their STIs on their sleeve,
right?
I think she's like asking the wrong question. To me, she's asking for exclusivity.
Okay.
Sort of. Don't you think?
No,
Or she's asking for a condomless sex.
I don't know. I think she's just a little in her head. I think the whole STI conversation, like there's so much stress to it. There's so much anxiety to it. Like, and then like, there's also a lot of like, we do a lot of tiptoeing. Like even when it made the change from STD to STI.
Yeah.
And then we'd get like feedback of like, it's STI. I'm like, no one said the thing wrong. Listen, I understand like that if you're dealing with something like that, like you're sensitive to how it's talked about. Yeah. But that kind of like puts so much air into the balloon that it feels like it's going to pop. And I think even her question like feels just so stressed out about something that like should just be like I think it's like one of those like assume close situations. Like she says, should I make it fun? I don't think this should be made.
How do you make it fun?
Do you?
Can I take some blood? Be fun.
Yeah, like I think it's more like
want to go to the clinic after drinks.
Right. I think if you're like hooking up with someone and you're in the throes of a makeout and you say, "Hey, before we go any further, when's the last time you were tested?" Like I think that's a totally normal thing to say to someone. And if they say, I don't know, or I don't have those, I really haven't been tested in a minute. Hey, I'm having fun right now, but like, that's something I need before I kind of go to the next level. Okay. And I don't think that has to do with condoms, because I wouldn't assume because someone asked me about STIs that I'm like, whoa, I guess I can rip off this condom and start, raw dog. And like, that's not my assumption. I don't think, and I don't think I'm that different than most men, but like, I think like,
well, here's my question.
Sure.
Is like, let's say he was like, I got tested last month, I'm clean, right?
Right.
To me, that doesn't matter if he's having sex with other people.
Right.
Right? So to me, like the question is almost like you're not really going to get, she's wanting a certainty of safety here. If that's truly what she wants. It has nothing to do with like seeing where the guy's at or trying to figure out exclusivity. If it's really just about like the actual STIs, I don't think the question is really telling you that much information unless the test was done last week, he got the results yesterday and hasn't had sex with anyone in the meantime.
That's fair. And I think if you're using STI conversations to find out exclusivity, you're not talking to someone. Like,
right. You're not being honest.
You're not being honest.
Right.
You're not practicing good communication.
Right.
That's just that's a very immature way of figuring out what you two are. So I think for her, it's got to be like, I have a company policy. I think it's okay to have company policies.
And what's the policy?
Hey, I don't, if I'm going to be, because it sounds like it's stressing her out to me, this email is very hypothetical. Like she's like, I'm back in the dating world. It's been 5 years. I just like, all I hear about is all these horror stories. I don't know if those Are We Dating the Same Guy groups are really good for you. to be honest.
Right.
I don't, I think it kind of like, it's like, I think a lot of this stuff is like, you know, I'll have someone tell me that I'm crazy and more information is better. But I think like, you know, it's like, it's like, you know, they say like we're getting dumber because we're using the internet more.
Of course.
Like we're not reading as much because we can have all this information that we just like ask the question and it gives us the answer. Like there's all these studies on like we're getting dumber as a society. So it's like, you know, you learn less directions. You learn how to get places less because you have GPS.
Right.
So I think the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook groups, while, again, we've done this conversation before, but like while it is helpful in these very extreme situations, it's also, you know, relieving you of like maybe asking certain questions and being more choosy and, you know, and having more constructive, like, you know, problem solving going on. Well, he's doing this, so I don't really like that. Well, he's not on the Facebook group, so I'm good. You know, like
Right.
I think that's kind of one of the ills of it. So like with this, when she's writing in being like, I'm on these groups, she's hearing about the worst things that could ever happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, let's calm down. Let's go into company policy, which is when I hook up with someone, I want to know if they've been tested, and I would rather hook up with someone exclusively than not.
Yeah. And I think the second part is very important.
Right. And listen, if someone says to you, I'm not exclusive with you, you got to kind of take that for
and then I think it's
the
like,
reality.
oh, my fear of like getting an STI,
Right.
even while using a condom, which again, possible, versus like how, you know, how much I want to sleep with this person.
Right. And that's
kind of that's sort of
that's
a
part of the
thing
deal. That's part of the
There's
gamble.
no way out of that when you're sleeping with people that you are not in a fully exclusive committed relationship with.
Listen, that's like
It's a risk.
I was thinking of like the difference between like the stresses. Like there's always stresses. It's like as a single guy, there's the stress of like, oh my God, do I have something? I gotta get tested, whatever. And then there's like, as a married guy, there's like, oh my God, the kids need college educations. You know, like it's like one, you know, you're never not gonna be stressed.
Right.
And
There's no way to like eliminate, to go to that, to have that go to zero unless you're not having sex at all.
Right. So which we ain't doing that, baby girl.
Right.
So
so I'm saying like, I guess you could still ask. I just don't think it's gonna, and she should feel free to ask about like the last time that someone's been tested. I just don't think it's gonna be that helpful to her unless she also knows that that person is not sleeping with anyone else.
And I think on that subject,
Which is the more I think, touchy subject.
And I think she has to like, and I think like the big thing here is like, she's like, I think a lot of this is more that she's like new to the scene. Like she's out of the situationship.
Right.
She's like, I'm back to dating.
I don't know if like everyone out here has chlamydia.
Right. And also she might think, right. And she might also think.
Might be how things are now.
Right. That's how it goes now.
Yeah.
And also she might think that because she's single, she has to hook up all the time. Like the only way to like,
Right.
like I've had this.
She
where
said
it's
she
like,
wants to take it to the next level.
Sure. But I'm saying like, it's not with one guy.
No, she says, I'm talking to someone new and I'm really interested in
I'm
taking
talking to someone new. Okay, so I'm sorry. So yeah, I guess like letting them know, you know, I think like also understanding that like talking to someone new and like going to the next level that maybe you like stop before, like you don't have to, you know, fuck, you
Right.
know, like not to be.
Sounds like
you
she
know,
wants to.
The priest.
But that's what
you
I'm
know.
saying. That's
Yeah.
sort of the that's sort of an issue that comes with dating.
Sure.
Want to do something? There's risks to it. There's emotional risks. There's, you know, physical risks if you're
Right.
thinking about this.
There's no guarantees out there. Well, and I think
Right.
that's why these groups, when you read like,
Well, trying
well,
to
as long as they're
guarantee-
not,
right, yeah.
well, as long as they're not in this group, then I'm good.
Right. No.
So go, no, nice guys are sleeping with multiple women too.
yeah.
You know, and guys who are being honest with you are sleeping with multiple women.
Right.
You know, they're dating just like you.
Right.
And they're okay with it. And you might not be, and that's okay.
Yeah, and I think that's like that's a thing that might get you less sexual partners, but that's fine. Again, it's about like weighing one versus the other.
Let's play some games. We love Red Flag Deal Breaker here. Here's the game. You are dating someone, it's going great. One thing happens. Is it a red flag? You notice it and you move on? Or is it a deal breaker? You end it sight unseen. Today, we are sponsored by Hulu and season 3 of Tell Me Lies, which, Jordana, you're a huge Tell Me Lies fan.
I am a huge fan. Me and Sammy talk about it all the time. We love the show. It's like, I would say it's It's really good.
Okay.
It gets a little dark, but like in a fun way. It's basically about like a very toxic situationship in college.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I would
the
say
whole
to break
premise
it,
of the
to
show?
break it down to like the simplest terms, about like a very unhealthy relationship, and just kind of like, it's set in 2011 in like college, which is where, you know, when we went to school. So you get sorry,
I'm a little older.
when me and Sammy went to school.
Yeah.
And you just get, it just feels like very of the moment then. There's just like some dark, fun themes, and it's just like a really dramatic, great show. I got to see the first few episodes, screeners of them, and this season is great. I can't wait to watch more. Can't say enough good things about Tell Me Lies. This is the third season, so I've watched the first two.
A 3-year situationship. This keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, it's college, so.
Right. That can happen. I mean, we have people write in about 5-year situationships, 10-year.
Yeah. And then they kind of like go back and forth between showing you after college and during college, and like the way that it all goes.
So you get some answers to how this like works out in the future.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
It's great.
So in honor of Tell Me Lies, we scoured the emails for the messiest stories possible. So let's get into it. You ready?
Yes.
Jared and Jordana, love you, love the pod, let's get to it. This red flag or deal breaker isn't about me, but one of my closest friends, and we've been really torn about it, so love your take. My best friend, 28 female, has been dating a guy, 30, for about 5 months. I've only met him once, but he seems decent, and she's really happy, which is huge because this is her first relationship after a very toxic ex. A few small flags have popped up. Before my friend, he dated someone for a couple of years and broke up with her when they started talking about moving in together because he didn't see a future. Fine. He was only single for a few months before meeting my friend, and his ex is still in his friend group. So she's around a lot, which already bothers my friend. He's the lead singer, guitarist, and songwriter in a band. Here's the real issue. He recently released a song with very incriminating lyrics that clearly sound like they're about an ex. Very I still think about you / I hope I see you again vibes. And even the title hints at that. My friend admitted she hates the lyrics because they seem like they're about his ex, but he reassured her that they're just words and don't mean anything. I would lose my mind if my boyfriend did this. To make it worse, the ex regularly comes to his shows because other friends are in the band. So she'll likely hear him perform this song live. So red flag or deal breaker, he writes a song about his ex and releases it for the public and will more than likely be performing it in front of her at some point. Thanks for all you do. Hope to hear your takes. This is
a good one.
I've been thinking about you all night long. You're my ex now, but I got a new girlfriend.
Bold, yeah. To me, the song isn't the deal breaker so much as the response.
Those are just words?
That's like bullshit. That's a cop-out.
You would think a creative would have a
better
more creative explanation.
Right,
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so you're saying your songs are meaningless and have absolutely no depth to them?
Right. He could have very easily gotten out of this and been like, that was how I felt the month we broke up.
Yes, and I wrote that song then.
And it kind of helped me get over it. And in conclusion, I'm over her.
Yes.
Like that is like that's how they teach you how to write essays in high school. In conclusion, I am now over her and I am really into you. That's what he could have said and he didn't.
Instead, he said, basically just went like this. He just put his, like, he was just like, doesn't mean shh.
Yeah, just shh.
Right.
Words, come on.
That's
what do you think words mean something?
Artists write songs about their exes all the time and missing them and bringing it's not that to me that's not an issue. It's more of the issue of like, where were you when you wrote it? What was the
Jordana,
meaning when you had it?
I'm an artist. Okay? When I write a joke, all from truth. It starts in truth.
Sure, yeah.
It starts from a feeling. That's the reality. You don't just say these things for no reason. Nothing is said for no reason.
This is how I felt at the time.
Right. So, but the fact that you're right, that he's not saying that, he's just trying to avoid the subject altogether, which means it's
worse.
Probably worse. Right.
Yeah.
And the fact that she comes to the concerts, what is hotter than that? Being the ex who he's still singing about?
Right.
And you had no
in front
idea?
Of his new girlfriend?
Right.
Yeah. That's and if I were the friend, I would say like, this feels a little embarrassing for me.
Right.
Which it does.
The deal breaker is not talking it out like an adult.
Right.
He talked it out like an immature child. Oh, well, words don't matter. They're just words.
Yeah. Especially,
if words don't matter, what does matter?
Yes. Also, like, isn't this your craft? You're saying you have like no skill?
Right. You just like Just put a random
think
group
of
of
shit
words
that
together.
rhymes.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that be like, even as a guy, like, wouldn't you think that would be embarrassing for you if your girlfriend was writing songs about missing
It would
her
be
ex
emasculating.
and the guy came?
Yeah. This is like, I'm dating this girl. She's
Right.
the front woman for a band.
Yeah, her ex she's still friends with.
Right.
He comes to the, it's like,
This is really not
it's
great
like Get Him
concert.
to the Greek. Remember?
Yeah, he does that in that movie.
Inside of You?
Yeah. Well, that was all. Get Him to the Greek was like, that guy was like from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, right?
Oh, that was it.
That was it,
Yeah,
right.
sorry, I wasn't getting to the Greek. It was
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where he sings the Inside of You song. in
Well,
front of him.
Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah.
That old song in Eurotrip became a real song by Matt Damon.
Great song.
Great song. It was such a good song.
Song of our generation.
It really like took off from there. So yeah, I think you got to end it.
Yeah.
Let's do another.
Hi, J&J, longtime subscriber here. I love the pod. It gives me such insight into the modern dating scene and has helped me develop a lot of my own social skills when it comes to communication and interpersonal relationships. I saw Jared back in Indianapolis last year, and it was a phenomenal show.
Thank you.
Are you his biggest fan?
No, not. That's the other person.
Anyway, I have a red flag or deal breaker for you. I'm a 26-year-old female, and I've been in a 9-year on and off relationship with my now fiance, who is a 29-year-old male. For many years, our relationship, quote unquote, was labeled as a situationship. Me being the one who wanted commitment and him being the avoidant one. Insert here lots of years of being in our early to mid 20s, making dumb mistakes and emotional manipulation on both ends. Sounds like Tell Me Lies.
This
Love
is it. Right. They also started when she was, what?
20?
17?
Oh, she's 26. Yeah.
Yeah. She was 17 and he was 20. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Approximately 6 months ago, after 3 months of no contact, he came back into my life and told me that he's finally ready to be serious with me due to a realization that he did not want to live without me in those 3 months. I heavily considered it, even debated on writing to your show with an email back then, ultimately decided to go with my heart and my gut, giving this relationship one last chance. The only stipulation being that if we both decided to give this one last serious opportunity, he would have to marry me. Okay.
Jordana, stopping the email here.
Yes.
Is this healthy?
No.
Okay. Let's keep going.
I'm going to say no. We'll get into it after.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to like start with like, no one reads that. I'm just like, sometimes people need shock.
Right. I think people think of this as a rom-com.
Right.
As like, and he showed up at my door with a ring. Like, no, that's still toxic. Weird.
Right. This like, and making ultimatums like this, like, I think people like hear this story, maybe friends, and they're like, okay. And we're like maybe the only people that will be honest with this person.
Right. Weird.
This is not good.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've ever been at a wedding. If I was at a wedding and they were like, and she said, if you come back this time, we have to get married. I wouldn't be at that wedding being like, so happy for them.
This is going to last. Yeah.
I'm actually like, and this isn't me being, we're not trying to be mean.
No.
I'm just giving you my visceral reaction to what you wrote, and what you wrote makes me go, oh, baby girl, come on.
This is not going to.
This ain't going to work.
Yeah.
All right.
But let's get the law involved.
Yeah,
just
come on.
While we figure it out. Right. He said he had absolutely no issue with that. We both acknowledged that we would have a lot of work to do considering our history and past resentments before jumping into a lifelong commitment with each other. For context, I have known him and have had feelings for him since I was 17 years old, and him being 20 years old. We have basically gone through our entire adulthood together. We haven't set a date yet, as we are still working on smoothing out those kinks and jagged edges that our relationship has been built upon. Did you get a ring? I wonder.
Anyway, that's the least of her problems right now.
But one thing that does stick out to me frequently is that even after 9 years of being involved with each other and 6 months of us being in a serious committed relationship, I have never been posted or acknowledged on any of his socials. I will say he is not the most active person online and posts maybe 1 to 3 times a year. But the fact that we have been in each other's lives for so long with virtually no paper trail on our relationship does make me feel a bit insecure at times. I have mentioned it to him, but it's always the classic, I don't care about social media and don't post much anyways excuse. Am I overreacting, or is this a man's way of saying that once a situationship, always a situationship? Is this just another red flag for us to work through, or more of a deal breaker? Sincerely, a recently unfriend-zoned betch.
So she's...
Run.
Yeah, you got to end this.
Here's the issue with this situation. I understand what she's thinking here. Because, like, she's put so much time and effort and energy into this guy that she's like, it has to be for something. This is our, like, epic love story. I've known him since I was 17. She has like romanticized this story. I've loved him since I'm 17. And like, we've had all our ups and downs with Romeo and Juliet. Finally, like we were starting to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And I think she's more addicted to the story than even to this guy.
Right.
This guy he sounds like he's average at best. He doesn't treat her that well.
Right.
He doesn't seem like he's like really prioritizing her. It seems like he was never really sure he wanted to be with her. Like, I think and I've done this before. I think a lot of people do this. They like give more weight to the story, so they ignore the fact that the person isn't even like that good of a match for them.
And I would ask you, because I agree with what you're saying. Do you think, because this is where my head went, and it's related to what you just said, that she's like, I've wasted all these years?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it.
That's like a big part of like, because even with the terms she's using, even the way she signs off, once a situationship, always a situationship. Is this another red flag for us to deal? A recently unfriend zone bitch. Like, all the labels are like embarrassing for her. Yeah. So like now the newest label, the marriage label,
Beyonce.
makes those all go away. You know, like It feels like she's taken all these losses, and the only way to feel like all these years were worth it is to get this final label.
Yes.
And like, right, is that kind of what's...
And I think that's I think that's a really big part of it. It's like an ego thing. A lot of these
feels ego.
A lot of situationships are about ego. It's about, because you think about it, if these two people are like in this situation where one person's constantly pulling back, the other person's much more into it, like they're clearly not a good, healthy match who are like great for each other and whose personalities are actually good for each other. So it's mostly what's keeping someone in it is that high of feeling really liked.
Right.
And then it gets low when the person pulls away. And most of what she's attracted to is the fact that he's not fully there. Because that's where she gets the high. And
then
and he's still doing it. She's still not.
Right.
Because if she was so sure that he was like fully in this time, fully there, it's, the thing that we always talk about, they always come back, then she wouldn't be thinking about the social media thing.
I was about to say, like, did she should notice one thing about our answer. We haven't even acknowledged her question.
Yeah.
Her question is the smoke. Like, is that smoke a problem? No, there's a raging inferno below that smoke. And we don't give a fuck about you getting posted on social media. That is so far away from the issue. And the reason we're like getting more serious about it, we're like, this whole marriage thing, you're not even like, you're like, well, I need and it seems
I got the label.
Right, I got the label, so I have the security. So now he said he'll get married. He'll say anything because he is also addicted to a certain drug.
Yes.
You have a
Takes
drug
two to
problem.
tango.
Yeah, you both have addiction issues. Your addiction is to this ego and to this high of getting the guy that you could never get. His addiction issue is to feeling loved by someone and having someone hold him when he's feeling lonely. And also being able to go out and leave you and come back to you when he feels lonely again. So there's two people with issues here. Like, I'm not saying yours are worse, better, whatever it is. I'm just saying we're not really concerned with his because he's not writing into our show. Like,
yeah, but calling someone your fiance that you were never in a real committed, healthy relationship with, that has to come first.
The healthy relationship has to come first.
Yes, before she's like, well, now we haven't set a date because we're still working on our issue. You don't even know this person.
Right. Well, I think...
You think you do. You don't really know this person because you've never seen them in their full committed relationship.
But I think what she needs to also hear is that, like, none of this was a waste of time.
Right.
Like, like you dated someone, because she brings up the 17 and 20 and our whole adult lives, and there doesn't have to be this ending. We don't need the tell me lies finale to wrap it all up with a bow. Like, the ending might be that you figured out how you feel, your taste, that this guy taught you a lot about love and life and how you kind of go through things, and that's all it is. Like, there doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
She's
not like 50.
Right. This is like crazy. Like, to me, like the idea that like, it sounds like this is like her last ship that she can catch. And I'm like, I think she needs to hear like, you're going to be okay. Like, and this wasn't a waste of time. Like, you dated someone, you had your ups and downs. Let's move on. Let's let's fail faster.
Yes. And you're 26 years old. Like,
Right.
this could be a great learning experience for you. And then you could go on and meet someone who's much better for you and say, I can't believe that I spent so long doing that thing.
Right.
But at least now I know exactly what I deserve.
And here's the other thing I've noticed from a lot of women that like have this issue. She says like since 17, he hasn't posted one thing. She might have not told anyone about this. Like she might have been hooking up with this guy for like this many years and like people know about him. So like it becomes even more embarrassing to her.
Right.
Where she's like, we have all these years together and I've never brought him home as a boyfriend. People have heard about him, but kind of ish. And it's always been this guy.
Right.
Like
now
so,
I've got this label. I've got a label.
Right. And now I can start
Fiance.
strutting him around. And it's
Right.
like, but now I'm not even on the social media. So like, I don't want to tell everyone it's my fiance now. Like it's another reason she can't show him off.
Right.
And
Because he's not really all in.
Right. So I just think this isn't embarrassing. It's okay. I said you got to fail quicker. That's probably a bad way to put it because I don't think it's a failure. I just think like this
gonna be hard, though.
relationship needs to fail quicker.
It's going to be hard because, again, it's like an addiction.
Yeah.
And because they've been in this thing for so long, even if she says, I don't want to do this, I think I'm done, he's going to come back harder.
Right.
Because that's how these things work.
Because he's an addict too.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You
So
got to
it's
tell,
like-
I think she's got to tell family and friends what's going on.
and a therapist.
And a therapist. Like,
Yes.
yeah. We're not professionals.
Yeah.
It's good. We're a bunch of idiots talking out of their ass.
Because he
Like,
will come back.
Yeah. And,
When
and
she-
she's going to need the
yeah.
community. She's going to need the
Yes.
tribe to form around her and be like, no, stop it. You don't need this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a feeling she's keeping this a big secret.
Yeah.
I think she's keeping this as much a secret as he is.
And the thing that she's hindering herself from is is able to close the store and to find someone who's actually going to treat her really well and love
Right.
her and be like, she's like to feel lucky to be with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll have that to compare it to, but she's never had that to compare it to because she's been so blindsided by this game of being with this guy.
Totally. End it. You'll be better off. And no one's going to be like, can you believe you were in that 7-year thing? No one gives a shit.
No one gives a shit, yeah.
So thanks to Hulu and Tell Me Lies season 3. I mean, you love this show.
I love the show.
Should I binge it? Should that
You
be one of
this
my
show?
shows?
You should. If you
Yeah?
like this show, you're going to love Tell Me Lies.
So if I like, You Up.
Yes.
Oh.
This show, like
Who
our
listens to
show.
You Up?
Yes. If
Oh.
you like our show, you're going to love Tell Me Lies. It's super dramatic. There's a lot. It's not just the main characters.
Yeah.
There's other relationship dynamics. It's just like very like toxic fun.
Okay.
Like very, millennial college experience. I love it.
The first 3 episodes of Tell Me Lies season 3 are now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. So we did it. We solved dating.
Proud of us. We'll be back on Friday.
Boom.